Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. I did something a little different last week with the vlog. I did a haul because I had to get some new pants. Let me know what you thought of that. And also, sorry for my appearance. We have had a week over here. So, it's Thursday morning. I normally start filming like Wednesdays. Yeah, no, like Mondays, sometimes even Sunday afternoons. But it's been a week. We've had a lot going on, and I have had a lot of emotions and feelings, and I'm also just absolutely exhausted. And I've had nothing to give. I still feel like I don't really have much to give, but here we are trying because I really want to be consistent with this, and I have been so far, even on days when I'm not feeling great. So here we are. Part of my problem this week has been I get abscesses. I started getting them quite a few years ago, and they are extremely painful, and it's a whole process, and I'm not gonna get into it because it can be a little like but anyways, I had surgery this summer, will be 2 years ago, to fix the issue, hopefully, and it's been okay since then. This week one popped up. I'm pretty sure it's from stress. That's what happens for me. But it was in a different spot. So I didn't get one in the spot that I had surgery on, but I got one in a different spot. I will say this spot was way better than the other spot. Like, if I'm going to have to get one, I'd rather it be... Sorry, I was just like, why are my pajama shorts there? Aren't I still in my pajamas? No, I put on pants to leave the house to do school drop-off because it's 19 degrees out. Yeah, it's freezing. It's ridiculous. Anyways, so I got nervous when I started to get it. It was very painful. I called the doctor. So I noticed it Monday. It got worse Monday night. I got into the doctor's for Wednesday afternoon. I could have gotten on Tuesday, but it would have been with a doctor who I don't normally see, and I preferred to stay with my doctor because I'm really comfortable with her, and she really understands what's going on because she's seen these in me before. So I waited to go to her. Now, over that time, the abscess seemed to clear up a bit. It got better on its own, and I kind of felt stupid going. However, while I did not have like a huge ball anymore down there and big mass of like solidness, I said down there because it was on my leg. It was still tender. It still is. It's still red. It was not hot anymore to the touch, but it's definitely inflamed, and it's a large spot. Like, it's bigger than that of like red inflammation. So I went into the doctor's, and she told me, since they've come back, since I'm having these things, so she diagnosed me with hidradenitis suppurativa, whatever that is. Anyways, it's a skin condition. So that's what she's saying it is. What we're doing to treat the issue, because she said, more than likely, now that I've got one in this other spot, I'm going to start getting them again. But there are some things that we can hopefully do to help them. She said, don't feel stupid for coming in. I know it's gone down, but the redness, the inflammation, that is significant, and we need to take care of that. So your girl is on 7 days of antibiotics 4 times a day. That's a lot. And it's like powerful stuff. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping it clears it up. I'm in it was pretty painful this morning, honestly. Like, more painful than it was the other day. It's kind of painful right now, but it's better than it was like Tuesday. I ended up having to miss work Tuesday afternoon. Well, missing the part where I had to be there. I was able to do the paperwork. because of the pain, and it's hard for me to move around. And I had to miss Wednesday because my doctor's appointment was in the afternoon, which is when I have to be present. So again, did the stuff that I can from home and the paperwork and whatnot, but did not unfortunately make it in. My goal is to be there today, although if we don't have a lot of kids and my staff is okay with me staying home, I might take the day because that's a lot of antibiotics, and I definitely am still recovering. My body, I've been so stressed, so exhausted, and my body's done. Like, it's had enough, and it's telling me, Destiny, this is enough. We've had enough. Fortunately, nothing I do helps right now, but we can talk about that another time maybe. Anyways, I've been sitting here yapping. Now, my sister's best friend, who was also like my sister growing up, they became best friends in like high school, because they went to different elementary schools and middle schools, but in high school they became really good friends. She ended up living with us for a little bit of time. Anyways, her baby is turning 2 in a month, and she just wants a very simple, small cake for him for his birthday. And I told her I'd make it for her for free because it's something that I enjoy doing. And that's like how I show my love. You know, I make things for people. So I want to practice though. I don't just want to like, sorry, we just heard a door. It's okay, baby. Yeah, there's a lot of activity out in my house when it's the work week. What has happened to my camera? Looks like I put like a filter on or something. Anyways, so my plan is to bake the cake today. Not the cake I'm gonna give them. Bake a cake today. I'm sorry, she's nuts. Grace, it's okay, baby. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so my plan is to bake a cake today. It's Thursday. Practice frosting it tomorrow, which is Friday. And see how that goes. After that, we'll see if I need more practice or if I'm like, okay, that's good. Like I said, this is not the cake I'm going to give to them because it's like a month away, but I want to practice first to make sure that I can do this, because if I cannot do the cake to my standards, then I'm going to tell her now, like in advance, like, hey, I don't think I can do this, because there are other people that she can ask. But yeah, so we are going to do that. I am going to bake the cake this morning, and I will take you along with me for that. I'm going to get all the ingredients out. I'm just baking a boxed cake. I haven't tested my recipes that I want to test yet for like a vanilla and chocolate cake. So I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to do the box cake, but I am going to make it a little bit better. So if you watch Kim, they're called the Wads, her channel is, but Kim Wadsworth, she has been saying this for years. This is how she makes her box cakes taste more like a store-bought cake or like a bakery cake. So I will show you what I do for that. And then, yeah, you can see me bake the cake. I potentially will be able to show you me frosting it. But we'll see if people are here or not. I'm hoping they're not. So I should be able to show you that, and I can show you what it looks like. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. Fingers crossed. I did make, I've always loved stuff like this, and I love to bake, but I've never really gone out and done like much of it. I did bake, so my sister's stepdaughter turned 5 in December, and I made a mermaid cake and mermaid cupcakes. They came out cute, I thought, because she had a mermaid themed birthday party, and maybe I'll insert some pictures of those here, unless I've done that before. I may have done that before, but I'll do it again. I thought they came out really nice. I did practice for those 2 in advance, and I was irritated because I felt like my practice cake came out better than the actual cake, but no one said anything. Everyone thought that she'd like bought them professionally, but no, I just made them. So we're gonna do that. Let me get all my ingredients and we will bake this cake. Okay, So I just have a white cake mix here because I bought like 4 of them. It was cheaper to buy them in a pack of 4 than it was to buy like individually. I had bought these because I was making oh god, what was it called? Like shamrock shake cupcake. I made them for St. Patrick's Day and brought them to work. I got good feedback on them. But anyway, so I had bought these cake mixes for that. And when I went to make the cupcakes, it was night and I was exhausted and I couldn't think straight. And I completely forgot that I bought them for that. So I ended up not using them. So I've been using them since then. Because I had like vanilla cake mixes and that's what you needed. So I ended up doing that. Anyways, to make them taste like bakery cakes, supposedly. I don't know if it really, I mean, I've obviously tried it. I don't know if I noticed a difference. Other people said it's really good. So, okay. So you replace the water with milk. So I'm going to make sure my milk's good. It's not expired for, or Best Buy in a few days. But I'm one of those weirdos who like have a thing with milk. So we're going to dump a little out. Which, yes, that is wasteful. But I'd rather be a little wasteful than dump chunky milk into whatever I'm doing. So I need 1.5 cups. So that's the water. But again, we're replacing water with milk. Oops. That is 1.5 cups of milk. And now that's probably not enough. Yeah, we're gonna call that good. So there's the milk. Now we need 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, but in this recipe you replace the vegetable oil with butter. I did not realize that my butter, I didn't have any more butter in my fridge. I had some in my freezer, some packs. So this is frozen. I do have some sitting out on my counter, but like that's for if you make toast or something. I'm just going to microwave this. And this is fine to like melt it because, whoa, butter knife was probably not the best choice for frozen butter, but here we are. It's fine to melt it because oil obviously is a liquid, so I always melt it when I do this. Hey, you guys want to know something funny? So my microwave stopped working the other week. It just like randomly like shut off. I wasn't out here when it happened. It happened to my mom. Wow. We hate going to my basement because I have rats down there. It's lovely. I live by a river. And this is an old house. So anyways, we hate going in the basement. But my mom was like, who's calling me? 334. I'm not gonna say the rest of the number. I don't know who's calling me. I'm not answering. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so she ended up braving it and she went in the basement to look at the breakers because she thought maybe one of them got flipped. So she flipped like all the breakers because she couldn't tell what one was for the kitchen or the microwave. Flipped them all. All the electricity obviously like went out, came back on. Didn't work. Microwave did not work. So we had no microwave for a week before my landlord's dad came down. And he came down and was, you know, I was like, oh, it's fine. Like, we have the oven, blah, 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 blah. Like, no rush. Do you know how often we use our microwave? I could never be one of those people who, like, does not have a microwave. My old hairdresser was like that. She didn't have a microwave. I could not live like that. And my mom agrees. Like, I did not realize how much I use my microwave. Okay. So, anyways, he came down. He tested it. He's like, yeah, there's no power to this outlet. Oh, there's no power to the outlet over there. Okay, cool. So, he goes in the basement and he flips the breaker and the microwave starts working. So, like, this whole time, that's all it was. Like, we thought the microwave had died or something. Nope. Easily could have been fixed. But it's just not how it worked out for us. Anyways, it ended up doing it again, like, a few days later. And I was out here when it happened. And my mom, it did it to her again. So it was in the middle of cooking something. And she just yanked the door open without, like, pressing stop or anything. And then it flipped off. And I was like, that's the problem. Like, why are you doing that? Like, that's why it's not working. She was like, oh. So she did go in the basement that time and found the breaker, flipped breaker, and we were all set. We didn't have to tell them, like, hey, sorry, we're stupid. Which was great. But we haven't had a problem since. And I'm pretty sure that's what the issue was. Yeah, I was like, you realize you're the problem, right? Like, that's what the issue is here. So yeah. Anyways, I just thought it was funny because, like, we couldn't fix it. So we suffered for a week. Whole time we probably could have fixed it. I don't know how. Because, like, she did go down and flip all the breakers. And it just didn't work. So, anyways, we're back to having a microwave, which is fabulous. Now, this part is, you're supposed to add 4 egg whites. Now, if you're doing the bakery thing, you're supposed to add, oh, crud. We're just going to put that whole egg in because, yeah. So you add an extra egg to do the bakery thing. However, I only have 4 eggs left, and eggs are $17 right now. So I am not going out and getting another thing of eggs, especially because in my local grocery store they're way more expensive than if I go to the bigger one, which I will this weekend. And yeah, it says to use the egg whites, obviously, because it's a white cake. Well, I just cracked one and the egg white went all over the place, so I just put the whole egg in there. I am going to do 4. I think I'm just going to do this whole egg too, because, like, you know, you're supposed to add an extra egg. So I feel like if I just add the whole egg and, like, oh, you're supposed to add the egg whites, and my egg white is all sitting right there. It's whatever. Do what you got to do. Oh, I could have just, the egg white's, like, not on the counter. It's on, like, it was on the packaging for the cake, which is like wax paper, and so I was able to just slide it into the bowl. So I really didn't need to add all those extra eggs. Now I'm a little worried, but it's fine because it says, you know, you're supposed to add that extra egg, and I don't have an extra egg. So it'll work out. And if it's a disgusting cake, because, like, I do plan to eat this. I'm not just gonna, like, practice to decorate and then throw it out. Like, that is wasteful. Which my nieces are up this weekend, so they might think it's cool to have some cake. Hopefully they think it's cool, because I don't want to eat this whole cake by myself. Anyways, here we go. I'm really questioning who was calling me. Okay, do I want to use, what do I want to use to, I'll use this. I really like these little spatulas. This one is a Christmas one and it's not really any good, but I do like these over, like, spoons. And I'm not going to get the mixer out for this. I just think that's unnecessary for something like this. I'll just stir it by hand. especially because I haven't been moving a lot this week. I had been doing pretty good with my steps and whatnot, but this week has just not been my week. So a little arm exercise will do the body good. And then we'll get this cake baking. I really wanted to take a nap because I am just exhausted. And I have a funny feeling I'm just going to continue to be exhausted. I have homework that needs to be done. I have work that needs to be done. I'm just beat. Like, okay, Destiny, you have work and homework that needs to be done, but here you are baking a cake. Like, this needs to be done too. And it's fine because, like, while this is baking, I'll do some of those things. Because obviously I can't go take a nap while I'm baking a cake. But my plan is to put this in the freezer tonight. I was watching videos about preserving cake. Not that, like, I really need to preserve this. I'm frosting it tomorrow. But they said putting it in the freezer is the best bet. Obviously you can put it in the fridge too, but it like hardens up, helps keep it fresh. It also, I found out, helps keep it moist. So that's the plan. Yeah, so I'm just going to finish this up here. I do have, so she just wants a small cake. I'm gonna use, I have these little pans. I don't know how big they are, maybe like six inches, that I got to bake a little cake for my sister's stepdaughter when she was 2. It did not work out for me. I'm glad I've had practice now. So I will be using these, there's 3 of them, to bake that cake. Probably won't stack them up 3 high because that's really high, but we'll see. And yeah, so I'm just gonna get these going, get that in the oven, and then, like I said, hopefully I show you either what it looks like or the process of me frosting it, but we will see because I've already sat here and talked to you. It's probably like 20 minutes already. So I will see you in a little bit. Hey, so it's been a few days. Why am I like moving around? I should have just stayed where I was. It's been a few days since I made that cake with you, and I realized that this video is already rather long with that in it. So the decorating portion is gonna obviously be pretty long. What I'm gonna do is, I'm still gonna tape it. I'm still gonna film it, but I'm gonna post it in my next vlog. So if you want to see how the decorating portion goes, make sure you stay tuned for my next upload. This one's vlog 14. Next one will be vlog 15. Because yeah, that's gonna take definitely some time for me to do. I haven't done it quite yet, but I'll do it either today or tomorrow. Definitely happy that I ended up freezing that cake. I was just gonna put it in the fridge, but I saw that if you freeze it, it helps it to stay moist, because when it unfreezes, it, like, obviously there's some like ice crystals in it that melts in the cake. So hopefully that works. We're gonna try this out, and that'll be either later today or tomorrow. More than likely probably tomorrow, because I'm pretty tired at this point and it's already 3 o'clock, and I will be going over to my sister's. I'm washing my bed right now because it's disgustingly dirty. It's mud season and my dog keeps jumping in it, which, like, I'm not gonna tell her no, but this is my first season at this house with a dog. Not first season, first mud season. Not that much fun, but I'm super glad that I don't have carpet anywhere at my house. So I am just waiting for the load in the dryer to be finished so that I can switch and put my sheets in the dryer and get my bedspread in the washer. And then I'm gonna head over to my sister's, and yeah, so more than likely I will be doing that tomorrow on Sunday, which is when the vlog goes up. But also, like I said, the video's already pretty long, so I'm gonna hold off and put that in the next vlog. So we'll already be started on the next one. We've got a jump start. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back if you've been here before. If you haven't and you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. And yeah, I hope you subscribe, leave me a comment, give me a like. I'd love to interact with you in the comment section. And I hope you have an awesome week. I hope your week's been great so far. Be kind, be blessed.